Welcome back. It's been a few weeks since I made some updates to this room. After living with the changes, there are some things that I want to tweak and try out. So we're going to rearrange some furniture again. Ollie, our cat, started scratching the chairs. That's why all of this stuff is on them or around them so that he can't scratch them. I went to the store and I picked up this fabric. It's really thick and it's similar in color. I want to make some armrest covers using this fabric. He mainly likes to jump on the arms or scratch the arms, so that's what I'm gonna try to do first. I have my sewing machine here that I'm excited to share with you all as well. This is a vintage sewing machine. It's by the brand Neki. At the time, it was an innovative sewing machine because you could buy this attachment called the Wonder Wheel and you could get different stitches rather than just having a straight stitch. It's Italian made. They were later acquired by a Japanese company, I believe. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Here is what I ended up making. So it's a little bit too long on the bottom. Left it that way so I could see where I want to fold it. And again, I started this without any plan other than intending to cover right in the front and on the sides. I only got 1 yard. I will use up the entire yard just for one of the chairs. I can think about making it a little tighter like this, but I don't think it's too bad. And I can roll this up here. Let's do this other one. There's the other one. This should help a lot. It doesn't look the best. Overall, I think this gets the job done and will help protect this. So I'll need to get more fabric for this other one. I'm going to rearrange the furniture one more time for us to take a look at how that looks. I never tried the back of the sofa here. I've tried it before and I didn't like it, but that was before I had these two chairs. So let's see how that looks. Feels a little tight, but I might like it more. Sewing machine, back there. I'm going to give this a try the same way I gave the other configuration a try. The walkways are a little tighter, but once you're sitting down, I think it feels more cozy and more intimate. I like that I'm able to have my sewing machine out. We'll keep tweaking things after I sleep on this tonight. Daniel and I are liking how this layout feels. We think it feels better than how we had it before. A lot of you all had some great suggestions in the last video, so thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't get back to everyone in the comments on the last video for this room. So I have factored in a lot of your suggestions. Some of you all have pointed out that you don't like furniture close to all the walls. Some of you all thought it was too crowded on this side, which I agreed with. Some of you all also pointed out that it wasn't great for conversation to have the two swivel chairs be so far away from the sofa. This, I think, really helps for conversation. It feels a lot more intimate and cozy. After picking up the fabric, I ended up sewing the armrest for the other swivel chair like this. I ended up cutting it on one side, and this ended up looking so much cleaner than the ones on the other side. These are the first ones I made, and you can see how bad these look relative to the other ones. I cut it all the way around, and I also didn't measure things. I think I'm gonna try to do the same thing I did as the other one. Let's see if I got it all right. All right, it's not too bad. I think that's pretty good. That's better than this. Next, let's work on styling these shelves.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin.
My battery died. This is where I ended up. So let me know what you all think. Do you all prefer how I have it now or how I had it previously? For now, I'm going to keep my sewing machine in here. This room gets a lot of good light, given that I have a bunch of stuff stored on the other side of the room. So for now, I have just enough space for it to work, I think, in here. I do really like this pattern that it has on the front, on the wood. I'm debating restaining it. It's a little bit orange. I'm not sure what color stain I would use. I'm also considering painting it, maybe doing a wash. I'm not sure. I think stain would bring in some warmth. I don't know if a walnut might look nicer and still allow this pattern to come through. Let me know in the comments below what you all think. I'm not sure what to do with this piece. Right now I have these white panels, but I would like to have some sheers as well. What do you all think? Is it weird to have both the sheer panels and the white ones on the outside? During the day, I do like how the sheers diffuse the light, so that's why I would like to have them on here. But the downside is that when you want to close them in the evening, you have the sheers bunched in the middle, so I'm not sure if that would impact privacy. And basically all of the rooms I have double curtain rods because I do like to use sheers and an outer curtain panel that is a solid panel. But for this room, I managed to find this Pottery Barn curtain rod secondhand. I was just trying to work with what I was able to get at a more affordable price point. If this is your first time here, I've mentioned in the past that I thought that a Pottery Barn curtain rod would feel like much nicer quality, but at least for this one that I have, that is in this bronze finish with some sort of coating, so when you tighten those little screws that keep the curtain rods from moving, if it does move, you do get scratches. It's not even really bronze. So for me, I do like to go with more budget-friendly rods and spend more on the panels. I'll include the links to the curtain rods I like to use if I do buy them new. They are affiliate links, which allows me to earn a small commission at no additional cost to you and help support this channel. Let's try the shears. I think this wider shot makes it more clear that these are a little too low. Let's try to raise them. I think the height overall looks better. I'll just need to tweak it so that they're all very level. They're off by maybe a centimeter or two from each other. I think this height feels a lot better. I am happy. I just washed these 100% linen panels that I got secondhand. They are Pottery Barn's and they are beautiful. These are a little bit too short. If you've watched my office makeover video, you might remember when I removed the hem to extend it. I might do the same with this, depending on how short they are. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use my seam ripper and make them a little bit longer. So let's see if I don't mess them up. Whew, I just spent a lot of time removing these little seams. So let me try to get these up there. I think the length is actually pretty good. I didn't use my machine yet. I'm probably going to hem it right where it is right now. Let me know what you all think. Should I bring all of the drapes up to just touching the floor, or do you like how it's puddling just a little bit right now? I'll need to go grab my steamer as well. Like a flash of the future, I see our sons and daughters too. No tomorrow, spin your sorrow, let the games begin. Reach out of your bed, come out ahead, don't dwell. I think these panels are looking good. Let me show you how they look from the outside looking in case you want to know how much privacy sheer curtains give you. Go. You can see a good amount inside. Right now, I bunched up the shears. From the outside, you can't really see too much when it's really bunched up like this. Let me show you how it looks like when I bunch up the shears like this. That gives some more privacy, but in the middle, you could still see a little bit through the shears. A few of you all mentioned that you all thought this plant was too high for conversation. The camera is basically where the swivel chair is. It is a little bit in the way of conversation. So I got this other plant not too long ago after I found this beautiful clay pot at an estate sale. I found this clay pot. It has a little bit of this green color in it. It's by the brand Burley Clay, which I believe still manufactures pots today. I believe these are made in Roseville, Ohio, here in the US. As you all know, I am a big fan of buying things that are made as close to me as possible. And then I bought this plant recently at Home Depot. It was in the succulent section. Look at how pretty these leaves are. They're a little variegated. I just set the camera so that it's eye level with me. Here you can see this plant doesn't really get in the way. I think I like it. What do you all think?